Hi, my name's fixed1t. Welcome to the Garageband Mac to iPad one-shot converter. Once you've downloaded the zip file, open it by double-clicking on the desktop zip file. This will create a new folder for you with the converter inside. Open the converter folder and you'll see it consists of two documents. One is the Garageband converter and the other one is the Garageband converter README. A number of you, like me, will have bought Garageband for the iPad, assuming that you could just transfer files between the Mac and the iPad Garageband with no problem. Only to discover that anything that you create on the iPad can in fact be converted over to run on Garageband, and it does that automatically. But when you try and do it in the other direction, the Mac Garageband file doesn't appear on the iPad despite placing it in the iTunes add file library. The first thing you need is a Garageband file, and I've got one here which I've called Jazzy, which I take and I drop into the converter folder. This is a standard Mac Garageband file, and now what I'll do is I'll just run the converter on this file. So I double click on the converter, it pops up with a choose a file, I choose Jazzy. The converter then asks me whether or not I want to convert for the iPad 2 or the iPad 3, and I say iPad 3 and click on it. And I get a whoops message. Sorry, the selected file isn't a Garageband archive file. Please add an audio track and save it as an archive file, then try again. Thanks, fixed1t. Oops. Okay, I'll open the file in Garageband. And play the file. We know the file plays, so we go up to File, select Save As, and I'm going to rename this as Jazzy _ Arch for archive, and then I must select the archive project and do save. Okay, let's quit Garageband. And as we can see in our converter folder, we now have Jazzy.arch, and we're ready to go. Next thing we do is double click on the converter, and this time we select Jazzy Arch and say choose, and we select iPad 3. Jazzy _ Arch has now gained _iPad 3 _ export, and it's ready to go to iTunes and then onto the iPad. Okay, now I've come over to iTunes, and as you can see, we're in the apps. At the bottom down in the file sharing section, and I've selected Garageband, so we've got Garageband documents. Move that up there. Okay, now what I do is I do add, and I select Jazzy Arch iPad 3 export and say open. And now we go over to the iPad. Okay, I've opened Garageband on the iPad 3. Select keyboard, and in the top left hand corner I select My Songs, and then I select the plus sign, and the second item down on this list, you might not be able to see it on the video, is iTunes. Click on iTunes, and you can see that brings you up an import song menu, and Jazzy Arch iPad 3 export is in there. So I click on that and it puts it in the My Songs list, and then let's press on it and it's now loading, and then let's give it a play. Okay, that's it. So we created the song on the Mac Garageband, converted it, brought it over onto iPad 3 Garageband, but it works equally well on iPad 2, and played it. The beauty of it is, of course, is all of the samples that were there in the original are now here on the iPad 3 and can be copied and pasted into new songs. So this has been Fixed1t. I hope you like the converter. Give it a try, see what you think, and if you like it, perhaps you might want to buy it. I've got a couple of other interesting ideas for working with GarageBand with the iPad, and if a couple of people buy this converter, I'll put the other ones together. Cheers, enjoy the music, bye.